Tamil grammar. Upright equals to thumb palm leaf manuscript of Tolkappiyam Much of Tamil grammar is extensively described in the oldest available grammar book for Tamil, the Tolkappiyam, dated between 300 BC and 300 CE. Modern Tamil writing is largely based on the 13th century grammar N letter 149 letter 149 Umakron L, which restated and clarified the rules of the Tolkappiyam with some modifications. Parts of Tamil grammar. Traditional Tamil grammar consists of 5 parts, namely E letter 1E3 BUTTU, Sol, PORU letter 1E37, Yapu, and a letter 1E47I. Of these, the last 2 are mostly applicable in poetry. The following table gives additional information about these parts. Tamil name meaning main grammar book C letter 1E3 BUTTU letter Tolkappiyam, Naṉṛūl Sol word Tolkappiyam, Naṉṛūl PORU letter 1E37 content Tolkappiyam app compilation Y Amakron PPRU letter 1E45K allocate Amakron RIKI letter 1E47I decoration TL letter 1E47 letter 1E6CIY L letter 1E45K Amakron RM. E letter 1E3 BUTTU writing defines and describes the letters of the Tamil alphabet and their classification. It describes the nature of phonemes and their changes with respect to different conditions and locations in the text. Sol defines the types of the words based on their meaning and the origin. It defines the gender, number, cases, tenses, classes, harmony, and so on. This chapter also provides rules for compounding the words. Paul defines the contents of poetry. It gives guidance on which topic to choose for poetry based on certain conditions like the nature of the land or time or the people. It gives a distinction between agam internal/love life and puram external/worldly life. Yapu defines rules for composing traditional poetry. It defines the basic building block asai and describes how asai should be joined to form a ser, joining ser for an adi. A letter 1E47I defines techniques used for comparing, praising and criticizing the taken topics. Letters. The script of Tamil language consists of 247 letters. The script falls under the category Abugida, in which consonant-vowel sequences are written as a unit. The grammar classifies the letters into 2 major categories. Prime letters, dependent letters. Prime letters. 12 vowels and 18 consonants are classified as the prime letters. The vowels Tamil Makron, Tamil I Makron, Tamil Makron, Tamil Makron, Tamil I, Tamil O, Tamil O Makron, Tamil I are the consonants ik, ink, h, e, in, ip, im, e, l, if, e, in. The vowels are called ayar, meaning soul, in Tamil. The consonants are known as me, meaning body. When the alpha syllable is formed, the letter shall be taking the form of the consonants, that is the body, and the sound shall be that of the corresponding vowel, that is the soul. The vowels are categorized based on the length, as short Kirill and Lonida. The short vowels are pronounced for duration 1 unit, while the long vowels take 2 units. Based on the duration of the sound, the vowels form 5 pairs. The other 2 vowels Tamil I, Ai and Tamil I, Au are diphthongs formed by joining the letters Tamil I plus Tamil I and Tamil I plus Tamil U. Since these 2 are a combination 2 short letters, their pronunciation takes 2 units of time, that is, they fall under Nedal category. Tamil I, Ai and Tamil I, Au can also be spelt I and Av. This form is known as E letter 1E3 BUTTU PPU Macron Li and is generally not recommended. The consonants are categorized into 3 groups, hard, soft and medium, based on the nature of the sound. From the 30 prime letters, the dependent letters are formed. Dependent letters. Tamil grammar defines 10 categories of dependent letters. Alpha syllabic letters Adam elongated vowel, elongated consonant, shortened U, shortened I, shortened AI, shortened O, shortened meters, shortened Adam. The alpha syllabic letters 216 in total are formed by combining the consonants and the vowels. The duration of the sound is that of the vowel attached to the consonant or the inherent vowel, in case of the pure consonants. For example, the table below shows the formation of ik-based letters. Adam is also known as standalone. The Adam is always preceded by a single short letter and followed by a hard alpha syllabic letter. It takes half-unit time for pronunciation. Add or form by elongating the duration of pronunciation of a letter to satisfy certain grammatical rules while composing poetry. In Ayurveda, the intrinsic vowel of the letter that is elongated is written next to it to indicate that the letter now is pronounced for 3 units of time. In Q3 al-Karam, the duration of the short U letters of vowel nom category K, Su, O, Tu, Pu is reduced to half units when the letter is found at the end of the word, preceded by multiple letters or a single Nedalong letter. If a word with Q3 al-Karam is followed by a word with Tam Yakor Ya as the first letter, the U sound is corrupted to I sound and takes a half unit of time for pronunciation. In Akarakhirakam and Okarakhirakam, the duration of the letters Tamil I and Tamil are reduced to 1/2 units if they are the first letters of the word. If situated elsewhere, it is reduced to 1 unit. Vanjiyara. In Tamil, a single letter standing alone or multiple letters combined form a word. Tamil is an agglutinative language. Words consist of a lexical root to which one or more affixes are attached. Most Tamil affixes are suffixes. These can be derivational suffixes, which either change the part of speech of the word or its meaning, or inflectional suffixes, which mark categories such as person, number, mood, tense, and so on. There is no absolute limit on the length and extent of agglutination, which can lead to long words with a large number of suffixes, which would require several words or a sentence in English. To give an example, the word means for the sake of those who cannot go, and consists of the following morphemes. Words formed as a result of the agglutinative process are often difficult to translate. Today Translations, a British translation service, ranks the Tamil word, meaning a certain type of truancy, as number 8 in their the most untranslatable word in the world list. In Tamil, words are classified into 4 categories, namely nouns, pay or sol, verbs, finis, sol, particles, and pre/postpositions, id, sol, adjective, and adverb, sol. All categories of nouns are declinable. Verbs are conjugated to indicate person, tense, gender, number, and mood. The other 2 classes are indeclinable. Nouns. The nouns stand for the names of objects, both animate and inanimate, and abstract concepts. Nouns are the collections of names of animate/inanimate objects, places, concepts of time, names of limbs of animate/inanimate objects, qualitative nouns and verbal nouns. Nouns of place stands for both conceptual names like town, village, heaven, and real names like New York, Amsterdam. Nouns of time includes units of time, names of days of the week, names of months and seasons. Nouns of quality includes the nature and quality of the abstract and tangible objects. Example, names of taste, shape, quantity, and so on. Rationality. The nouns are divided into 2 main classes based on rationality, the high class and the lower class. All the rational beings fall under the category of high class. Examples could be adult humans and deities. All the irrational beings and inanimate objects fall under the lower class. Examples could be animals, birds, plants, and things. Since children are considered to be rational, the word child is considered lower class or neuter. Noun inflection. Nouns are inflected based on number and grammatical case, of which there are 9: nominative case, accusative case, dative case, instrumental case, associative case, locative case, ablative case, genitive case, and vocative case. If the plural is used, the noun is inflected by suffixing the noun stem with first the plural marker k-137, and then with the case suffix, if any. Otherwise, if the singular is used, the noun is instead inflected by suffixing either the noun stem with the case suffix or the oblique stem with the case suffix. An optional euphonic increment can occur before the case suffix. Case suffix nominative accusative a, I instrumental al, ako letter 1e47 letter 1e60 associative macron letter 1e6 u letter 1e60 letter 1e49 dative kku, I letter 1e49 por letter 1e60 letter 1e60 u, I letter 1e49 imitam ablative al arentu, I letter 1e60 emerentu, I letter 1e49 I letter 1e49 letter 1e5f u genitive hotu, u letter 1e60 iy locative al, I letter 1e60 vocative macron benefactive a cock. When the noun ends in a vowel, a v or a y are used between the noun and the case suffix, and if the noun ends in an m, this will be changed to a th. Genders and number. The grammatical gender of Tamil nouns corresponds to their natural sex. Nouns in Tamil have 2 numbers, singular and plural. Grammatical gender, known as in Tamil, encompasses both the concepts of gender and number. Masculine and feminine genders are only applicable to higher class nouns. Even though the genders of animals are marked in a sentence, e.g., female, dog, grammatically they are handled as a neuter noun. Thus there are 5 genders in Tamil, namely, masculine singular, feminine singular, high class plural, low class singular, lower class plural. These are summarized in the table below. Demonstratives and interrogatives. In Tamil, the demonstrative particles are Tamla, I Tamili, and U Tamilu archaic and has fallen out of use, except in Sri Lankan dialects. These demonstrative particles display deictic properties. I Tamili is a no-deixis form, which demonstrates the objects around/near the first person, while a Tamila has distant deixis form, which demonstrates things near the third person. U Tamilu was used to indicate objects near the second person, but has gradually fallen out of use. In modern Tamil, I Tamili indicates objects near and a Tamila indicates objects in a distance. Using these particles, demonstrative pronouns are derived. The same set of pronouns is also used as personal pronouns in third person, e.g., avanhi, oju that, object/being, enter that. E Tamai and Yaya are the 2 important interrogative particles in Tamil. E Tamai is used for deriving the interrogative pronouns, e.g., EVL letter 1 E49 which one, third person singular masculine, in ta which, ETL letter 1 E5 FKU for what. Personal pronouns. First person plural pronouns in Tamil distinguish between inclusive and exclusive we. In Tamil, plural terminators are used for honorific addressing. It could be noted in both second and third persons. There are unique personal pronouns available for first and second persons, while demonstrative pronouns are used in place of personal pronouns as well. Verbs. Like Tamil nouns, Tamil verbs are also inflected through the use of suffixes. A typical Tamil verb form will have a number of suffixes, which show person, number, mood, tense and voice, as is shown by the following example. Letter 13 BINTUKKO, letter 147, letter 160 IRUNTE Macron, letter 1499 de Kudurndane was being destroyed. Person and number are indicated by suffixing the oblique case of the relevant pronoun Macron, letter 149 in the above example. The suffixes to indicate tenses and voice are formed from grammatical particles, which are added to the stem. The chart below outlines the most common set of suffixes used to conjugate for person and tense, but different groups of Tamil verbs may use other sets of suffixes or have irregularities. Class root example past, present, future. I say to do T say I letter 5 SC YK letter 5 FV several into MI Macron letter 37 to be redeemed letter 147 letter 160 MI Macron letter 147 letter 160 KI letter 5 FM Macron letter 137 KI letter 5 FV MI Macron letter 137 V women 3 call to kill letter 149 letter 5 FK letter 149 letter 5 FKI letter 5 FK I letter 5 FV call women 4 V letter 137 R to go into NTV letter 137 R and TKI letter 15 FV letter 137 RKI letter 15 FVV letter 137 RVVPA Macron letter 160 to sin IPA Macron letter 160 IKI letter 15 FBA Macron letter 160 UKI letter 15 FVBA Macron letter 160 UVVIPO Macron letter 160 to place letter 160 letter 160 PO Macron letter 160 letter 160 KI letter 15 FB Macron letter 160 UKI letter 15 FVPO Macron letter 160 UV Roman 7 letter 147 to eat letter 160 U letter 147 letter 160 KI letter 15 FU letter 147 KI letter 15 FP letter 147 B Roman 8 TI letter 149 to eat letter 15 FTI letter 149 letter 15 FKI letter 15 FTI letter 149 KI letter 15 FBTI letter 149 B Roman 9 K Macron letter 137 to 8 listen ask letter 160 letter 160 K Macron letter 160 letter 160 letter 160 KI letter 15 FK Macron letter 160 KI letter 15 F letter 160 PK Macron letter 160 PX to cell letter 15 F letter 15 FVI letter 15 F letter 15 F letter 15 FKI letter 15 FVI letter 15 FKI letter 15 F letter 15 FPVI letter 15 FV Roman 11 V letter 137 R to go to TTV letter 137 RTTKKI letter 15 FV letter 137 RKKI letter 15 FPPV letter 137 RPP Roman 12 B letter 15 F to fly into NTB letter 15 F and TKKI letter 15 FB letter 15 FKI letter 15 FPPB letter 15 FPP Roman 13 irregular quantity set CA Macron KI letter 15 FF person singular plural first E Macron letter 149 second I Macron RK letter 137 third mask E Macron letter 149 R formal E Macron RK letter 137 plural third fem E Macron letter 137 R formal E Macron RK letter 137 plural third new R21 letter 149 2 Class 5 verbs take I letter 15 F letter 15 FU added directly to the root I letter 149 plus 2. In the future, is added directly to the root of verbs and classes I through Roman 8, whereas replaces the I letter 15 F in the present stem to form the future of verbs in classes Roman 9 through Roman 13 and no termination is added afterwards. 2. This suffix takes an irregular present in Ki letter 149 letter 15 F slash K Ki letter 149 letter 15 F before it. The future C directly above can be used in the plural as well. Tamil has 3 simple tenses past, present, and future indicated by simple suffixes and a series of perfects indicated by compound suffixes. Mood is implicit in Tamil, and is normally reflected by the same morphemes which mark tense categories. These signal whether the happening spoken of in the verb is unreal, possible, potential, or real. Tamil verbs also mark evidentiality through the addition of the here cyclitic. Tamil has 2 voices. The first used in the example above indicates that the subject of the sentence undergoes or is the object of the action named by the verb stem, and the second indicates that the subject of the sentence directs the action referred to by the verb stem. These voices are not equivalent to the notions of transitivity or causation, or to the active, passive, or reflexive, non-reflexive division of voices found in Indo-European languages. Auxiliaries. Tamil has no articles. Definiteness and indefiniteness are indicated either by context or by special grammatical devices, such as using the number 1 as an indefinite article. In first-person plural, Tamil makes a distinction between inclusive pronouns that include the listener and exclusive pronouns that do not. Tamil does not distinguish between adjectives and adverbs, both fall under the category you recall. Conjunctions are called I letter 160 ICCRL. Verb auxiliaries are used to indicate attitude, a grammatical category which shows the state of mind of the speaker and his attitude about the event spoken of in the verb. Common attitudes include pejorative opinion, antipathy, relief felt at the conclusion of an unpleasant event or period, and unhappiness or apprehension about the eventual result of a past or continuing event. Sentence structure. Except in poetry, the subject precedes the object and the verb concludes the sentence. In a standard sentence, therefore, the order is usually subject-object-verb-SOV, but object-subject-verb is also common. Tamil is a null-subject language. Not all Tamil sentences have subjects, verbs, and objects. It is possible to construct valid sentences that have only a verb, such as mu letter 1e60 intuvi letter 1e60 letter 1e60 atu mu individad, it is completed, or only a subject and object, such as otui letter 1e49 vi mecron letter 1e60 u added in vid, that is my house. The elements that are present, however, must follow the SOV order. Tamil does not have an equivalent for the existential verb to be, it is included in the translations only to convey the meaning. The negative existential verb to be not, however, does exist in the form of a lie and goes at the end of the sentence and does not change with number, gender, or tense. The verb to have in the meaning to possess is not translated directly either. To say I have a horse in Tamil, a construction equivalent to there is a horse to me or there exists a horse to me, is used. Tamil lacks relative pronouns, but their meaning is conveyed by relative participle constructions built using agglutination. For example, the English sentence called the boy who learned the lesson is said in Tamil like that lesson learned boy call. Example. A sample passage in Tamil script with transliteration.